Well, speaking of opportunities, the San Antonio Spurs come off a successful campaign, 49 wins, inspired by their master motivator, John Lucas. They underwent a minor facelift. Avery Johnson, of course, coming over from San Antonio to be the starting point guard for the Golden State Warriors. And the big trade, with Dennis Rodman going from Detroit to San Antonio for Sean Elliott. Rodman, of course, bolsters the rebounding and defense, but overall, does he make the Spurs a better ball club, Jim?
Yeah, and did they give up too much? You're talking about all-star Sean Elliott, tremendous young player. So a lot of people think Detroit got the better of that deal. Now with Rodman, you get a character. I mean, he has some bizarre, unusual behavior, off the court. But regardless of that, his game on the court is always solid. He does not compromise. And you can look at his numbers over the past few seasons. First team, all defensive team the last 5 years. He has led the NBA in rebounding the last 2 years, and he's led the league in offensive rebounds the last 3 years. So he does come to play the game, and I guarantee you he brings a little fun along with it.
He really enjoys it too, and obviously that was an old picture. He looks more like Wesley Snipes right now from Demolition Man with the blonde hair.
Barely beating the shot clock, but it grazed the front of the rim and fell right into the hands of Spencer because his man jumped out. David Robinson jumped out to try to get a block, took him away from the basket.
And there he is. You can't miss him, can you? Dennis Rodman. But looks can be deceiving. Don't let the Wesley Snipes Demolition Man blonde hair fool you.
Oh, the tattoos, and he's got 9 of them. Count them, 9.
The maneuver by Anderson results in Zippo.
What a great job by Houston on Robinson, and then he goes and retrieves the rebound.
Quick release by the left-hander Avery Johnson. Rodman, and he is hammered by Spencer for the foul. Spencer picks up his first. He should just come back as a rookie, gets reincarnated. Here's Sprewell now on the drive. Beat the clock, but couldn't get it to go down. Rodman with another rebound.
Nice little scoop, almost got it down, but these rims aren't very forgiving. They do bump the ball around.
Sleepy Floyd, way off. Ball batted around, saved by Rodman. And the Spurs get a fresh 24.
Right now it's a 2-point game. If this free throw is converted, the Spurs will have a 1-point lead. Well, they still have the 2-point lead, but reminiscent of the Boston Garden game last year.
5 on the shot clock. Avery Johnson with 2. Has to force it. Rodman down to Sleepy Floyd. He had a 3-on-0 and booted it out of bounds. So over anxious, he kicked it. Owens pops out. Rodman defends. Again, the shot clock dwindles down to 7. Deflected into the hands of AJ. Back to Owens. Long 2. Another rebound for Rodman. Dennis Rodman has 6 rebounds. Rodman. Dennis Rodman with his first field goal to go along with the 6 boards.
But you're talking about a 2-point game. That's exactly where Don Nelson wants it. He doesn't care about the score as long as the Warriors are close.
Anderson off the turnaround. Rebound by Dennis Rodman. There's your time, less than 2 seconds. It goes back to the Golden State Warriors with 1.7.
Rodman totally surprised that Dale Ellis would pass up a shot, throw it back to him in the corner. He was still out of bounds. Sprewell now directing the traffic, just going one-on-one.
With Lloyd Daniels looking to take advantage. Can't stick.
You got to get back. They're doing a good job of getting back in transition.
Rodman getting his 8th rebound. 30-23, Warriors up 7. The rebound by Dennis Rodman.
Just give Jennings the side.
Loses Del Negro, high off the glass, the tip by Owens. And Rodman finally chases him down. Rayer fronted by Rodman, shot clock down to 6. Again, the chant of butter from the bench to get that off, and Dennis Rodman with another rebound. He's got 10. It's weight in gold if the Warriors can come up with something here. Jeff Grayer, no. Long rebound off Owens into the hands of Rodman. Fast break Spurs. Here's Cummings. It is this close.
It's remarkable. They're staying right with them, rebounding. Also 23-22, so it's close in the rebounding situation.
Jim, it hasn't been pretty, but Don Nelson, very acceptable of it.
All they want is a W at the end.
Sprewell checks the shot clock, plenty of time. Jennings and Rodman will jump it up.
I think Keith Jennings was so intent on using his body to keep Sleepy Floyd away that he really took himself away from the shot. I think he had a pretty good chance to put it up and in. And you're going to see him. This is a great angle to see it. Watch his right hip go into Sleepy Floyd. The little double clutch got him in trouble.
An aggressive Dennis Rodman and Keith Jennings coming together. Rodman at 6'8", Jennings at 5'7". And Jennings went for it.
I'm surprised he didn't just drop back and try to steal it some way.
Might have been the reason the ball got away from him. Here's David Robinson now. Cross court, Willie Anderson on the arc. Would have been 2. Daniels with a nifty rebound. Dennis Rodman with another rebound. And finally a whistle. Rodman with his 16th rebound.
Now this is an interesting call. It looked like to me that Byron Houston was totally set and they called the foul on him.
His 3rd. Sprewell one-on-one with Anderson, dishes off, and Chris Gatling with that bad left hand lets it fly. 5 seconds in the 3rd, and he is a team leader. Here's a little stutter step, curls it back. Alexander loses Robinson. Everything but. Nice tip over to Owens by Big Vic, and Owens blows the easy opportunity.
And Dennis Rodman with a little showmanship, but I think Billy Owens had it on the strong side. He double clutched and just took himself out of the play.
Robinson out of control. Look at this. Rodman from behind the back, but he was out of bounds with the basketball in the process, so it's a turnover. 18 rebounds for Dennis Rodman, who averaged 18.3 last year to lead the league.
Well, you'll look at a little unusual behavior. Here's the shot that Owens misses. He went to the other side. Now watch Rodman after that rebound. He's talking to the crowd saying,
Grayer going one-on-one with Dale Ellis. Ellis says, go ahead, try it. And Grayer does. He goes baseline. Zips it out to Avery Johnson. 1 on the shot clock. This is it. Spree. No. Rebound Rodman. Dennis Rodman just corralled his 19th rebound. And it goes to the Spurs. 19 rebounds for Dennis Rodman. Last year he missed 20 games, but still led the NBA with 1,132 rebounds. Here's Robinson now. Over Alexander, way off, air ball, but Rodman keeps it alive. Daniels. And it's Avery Johnson who sneaks in for it. We better check that out real closely. Josh Grant from 3. We mentioned his range, and there's an example of it. 85-78, 30 seconds, and Rodman with the stuff. 5 for Rodman to go with his 20 boards. Josh Grant from 3 again, but Anderson got a piece. 25 seconds. Look at Rodman toying, trying to toy with Sprewell, and Sprewell wants no part of it. Rodman getting a standing ovation, egging the crowd on now. Look at Lucas's reaction. Well, as long as they're winning, he'll be smiling when Rodman does things like that.
Yeah, you can see him emotionally on the upswing right now. The problem is, it takes a flip-flop when things aren't going in the right direction.
John Lucas said, as far as Rodman, look at this, they're clowning around now. He said that was strictly a professional transaction for basketball when they picked up Dennis Rodman. He doesn't want to know from Rodman's problems. Rodman, lots of personal problems in Detroit, demanding wacky trades every day.
There was a lot of subtlety to that message. I mean, there was a subtle underlying statement about that, about the basketball transaction.
They don't want to find him in the parking lot with a rifle at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Look what he did. He threw it off there.
Believe that?
He tried to get an offensive rebound.
Yes.
He missed the free throw.
And it has no bearing on the score. Look at Lucas's reaction.
He wanted another rebound to get an offensive rebound and give himself an advantage.
I don't know about that. That was for sheer personal glory right there. And Rodman now.
Yeah, I think Lucas is going to maybe get him out of there.
Yeah. Well, he thinks this is a way to have fun. I think even the fans are puzzled here by that move. Lucas now able to laugh it off because he's going to win this game. But I really have to question the motives, the ethics of that.
Sleepy Floyd is on the sideline at half court. He's going to come in for someone between free throws. Let's just see if it is Dennis Rodman. And maybe he wants Rodman to get a hand. John Lucas, there it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's for a punishment. It's just that he wants him to get ahead. Dennis Rodman leaves with 21 rebounds.
Well, at one point last year, Detroit was 17-10 with Rodman and 0-10 without him. So he can play and put up numbers to help a club.